Protest all the time. You know, I haven't been in Target like in the last
You can't
week and a half.
protest all the time. Sometimes, in certain moments, you gotta just stick
Bite the
together and
bullet.
make a scene. You know, I learned that in Paradise.
But what is? Yo, we're going to talk about
Sometimes
Paradise.
you gotta cause a scene.
That was a good.
We'll get to it later.
You
But
you
it just
haven't
came to
you haven't
me.
watched the episode, and it's going to piss me off because like I want to talk about
Don't
it.
talk
But
about it right now. Just keep it moving.
this is what I want to say about the blackout. I'm all for us like taking a stand, but it has to be a stand that we take consistently. That's all I say. Now me, on the other
You
hand,
can't consistently not go to Target and Walmart. Be for real.
yes, you can.
Where else you gonna go? Trader Joe's, also white owned, right?
It's tough. It's tough out here. It's tough out here. You cannot go to Target though. Target's it has a lot of stuff going on with DEI.
Yeah, you said you still go to Target.
I haven't been in a week and a half.
Kudos
It starts
to you.
somewhere, man.
I haven't been in a minute.
You haven't?
Yeah, I needed to buy me. I was gonna buy me some headphones today because my AirPods are broken, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be the one black person seen at Target or Best Buy, so I'll just wait till tomorrow.
I can't even lie. Like
Sometime this weekend.
Where did I go? I went somewhere today. I went to the Mexican spot. I gotta support the brown people.
Oh, well, at least it's brown people.
Yeah.
That's good.
Where else did I go today? Oh yeah, we bought a TV. So we legit.
Did you go to Best Buy?
Went to Sam's.
Went to Sam's.
I mean, it's Walmart, you know.
Yeah, it's
Arkansas. No Arkansas folk, but
it's a nice TV though. I'm enjoying it.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
it's really big.
It is humongous. But anyway, I was gonna say, Queen City Current, to keep you guys current on all things going on in the city that we reside in. Check out our Instagram story. We'll update that for the month of March. But if you are looking for something to do tomorrow, Better Luck Tomorrow is putting on an event. I have yet to go to a Better Luck Tomorrow event and not have a good time. So go ahead and slide if you can still get tickets. They are doing something sexy for the ladies, a special Drake and P&D night. So enjoy that. I won't be there because I need to stay my butt inside.
I got this big ass TV, so I just spent too much money. I'm trying
you need
to watch
to stay
this
inside
TV.
too. Yeah, and I can listen to Drake and P&D in the crib for the freeskies. But like I said, they put on good events though, so go ahead and slide.
No, for sure. You know, I'm kind of upset that y'all haven't put on one for Kendrick yet. I figured like he just did the Super Bowl. I feel like it's time. GNX, Peekaboo. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I mean, he has some bangers that you could pop out with, but I think that time has passed. They should have did it when the album came out, and maybe they did, and we missed it.
We missed it.
Better Luck Tomorrow didn't know because I feel like I would have.
You would have known.
That. Yeah.
It's discrimination.
I ain't gonna lie. The other day, actually all week, my mama been sending me videos of her just like singing and dancing in the car to Kendrick.
I love Mama.
I was like, listen to GNX, listen to a little bit of Drake, you know. And she sent me a voicemail. She's like, I can listen to Kendrick because I understand what he's saying. He's talking about something.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, he got some bops on there. Yeah, so she was jigging. So shout out to you, T, staying in staying hip.
And we appreciate you always watching the pod, giving us critiques. Love that. You know,
it's a good lady right there.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of music, so Plugged In playlist, we dropped that this week.
Yep.
So we had a bunch of different songs in there. You still didn't put Drake and P&D on there. I put one. I try not to put more than one.
So I went crazy this.
You went real hip hop.
I went real hip hop.
I like it though.
I was in a Nipsey mood.
I dig it.
But I was also in a West Coast mood because I also put on there what's his name, Jay Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to a playlist and it had Jay Worthy like going crazy. I was like, let me listen to it.
Yeah, I hadn't really listened to him, so that was good. I like that one. That was a good record.
See what I'm saying? I'm trying to put you on.
Oh.
You put me on to some nice R&B from time to time. Right. So I'm trying to wiggle you in there to a little hip hop. You know, you gotta like hip hop little fit on.
Do I?
I don't know.
So what's wrong with you?
I don't even know.
Okay. No, but that was a good record though. And then I like the Nipsey on there. And then what you had, Alchemist too, right?
No, I had Freddie Gibbs.
Oh, Freddie Gibbs or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, my fault. Yeah, Freddie Gibbs, and then I had some P&D in there and Drake, Greedy. And then I had Look Session was another record on there. But anyway, our playlist is up and updated on Apple Music, so be sure to check that out. That is also on our Instagram page, and on our TikTok. So take a look at that if you need some vibes to get you right for the weekend.
Yes, yes.
And some music dropped today on this lovely
did.
Friday. Friday dropped on Friday. I listened to it today. It didn't move me.
You didn't? He had
Yeah.
Meek Mill on the album. Was that song good?
Yeah, it was a typical Meek Mill record where he kind of talking about his pain and niggas in jail
I ain't
and
got time for it.
he died and wish they was back home and all this
We
kind of
up
stuff.
now. We rich.
But I'm gonna give it another listen though.
You are?
Yeah, I'm gonna run it back. He also had Wale on there. That's what I was really waiting to see. But when I listen to albums, I like to listen to them in order.
I got you.
So I didn't want to just run to those. But yeah, I'm gonna try to give it another listen and we'll see if I feel a little bit better about it. But he had a couple records on there. I was like, okay, I kind of like this. But all his stuff sounded the same to me.
Yeah. I've come to the realization I can't listen to I can't listen to an album like that Friday. Because if I listen to it Friday, I'm going to say it sucks. And then as I listen to it throughout the week, I actually come to like those like some of the songs, i.e. P&D and Drake. Right. So I need to give it some time.
Interesting.
I got to give it some time. I've come to the point where like I got to stop rushing my opinions of like music.
There you go. I think a lot of people got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is.
Yeah,
let me rant real quick. Let's switch roles a little bit.
Go ahead.
Because
tag team.
Let me tell. I'm in here. So listen. Y'all listen real closely. Formulate your own opinions.
Whoa.
Okay? No, it's getting real trendy out here. Everybody want to hate Drake. Oh, I hate Drake. I hate Drake. Meanwhile, y'all was just bobbing to this dude before the whole Kendrick diss.
I went to the concert.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And now y'all be hating on the boy and saying this and that and the third. Listen, let that man be great. And he is. The longevity is unmatched. The streams, the numbers, it's all there.
So why did he...
It's all there. Yes.
Why did he... I seen like in the news this week that he actually canceled a lot of his shows, the rest of his shows in Sydney.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even look at that.
Why would the boy, no pun intended,
okay.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I didn't look into it.
Kendrick would never.
You know what? Because I don't give a damn. I want him to come back to the U.S. I'll be there.
No sympathy.
I'm going to that concert too, so I don't care either way. Look, listen, I take in music from everyone. I am a music connoisseur, if you will.
You are a music head.
And I feel like I just listen to music in a different way than most people. You know, I'm not going to just write somebody off because, I don't like who they are. I'm going to at least try to listen to it. You know, just like Friday. I'm not running to his stuff, and I'm like, oh, let's see. You know, because he got a couple records here and there. So let me hear it.
Does he have albums? Does he have like records though? Or
I like that song "Baddest in the Room" that came out like a couple months ago.
Okay.
He dropped it. That was his like either first or second single for this album. But yeah.
Sorry, but I thought it was a game winner. I will say that I will second your rant. I do think that a lot of like social media has kind of like it kind of shows us who we should and shouldn't like. It kind of get like sometimes it's been moments where like I've seen something on Instagram and then when we're having conversations and debates, I find myself like having the same like stance as like a lot of those people.
They're doing that on purpose.
It's
they're getting in your minds and y'all letting them. All right, they just out here just tricking.
We're weak.
Yeah,
we need to be strong, guys.
Stand up.
We need to be strong.
Fight for y'all life out here. Formulate your own opinions. Do your own research and figure out what you like. Not your best friend, not your cousin, not your sister, not your daddy. Figure it out for yourself.
I'm
sick of this shit.
I will say though that like I always say, man, Drake is a great artist. He's gonna go down as one of the greatest to ever do this thing. He's gonna be in the like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all of those things. But I do think the second act, well, this could kind of be his third act. He's had a lot of acts in hip hop. This third act in hip hop is just, it's not for me. There are songs that I like. I think they are relatable. When Drake gets into his like in my feelings bag, I'm there.
That's a lot of this album. He in his feelings the whole time.
I'm a sucker sometimes, maybe like 65% of the time. But like when he gets into like that, like I'm a Mob Ties Drake. I ain't gonna lie, Mob Ties was kind of fire.
Ain't no kind of it was.
It was fire.
Straight like that.
All right, let me back take. I'm gonna go back. But did you see that Lovesick Don Toliver dropped his deluxe?
No, for real?
He dropped the deluxe. Didn't listen to it, but I just
how didn't anybody tell me that? I love Don Toliver.
I had to put that in there for you. Little
shit.
Sprinkle.
Let me download that right now. What if Omar know? He need to tell me.
Yeah. Also,
that's crazy.
Alice Isley. I am a big fan of Alice Isley.
I love Alice Isley too.
Oh my goodness, she has some really good music. I like the one. I like what is it? And see on me, cause I got good and plenty. That's the song.
Oh, that's a good
that's like
record
my
too.
favorite. That's my favorite record of her. But also, I don't know.
You sure that Deluxe hadn't been out though?
I don't know. It just said new releases.
I think that's been out.
For real?
He did have a record that dropped the other day with Pharrell, LV Bag. I had heard that already though. You get me all excited for nothing. All right, anyway, moving on. Sorry to interrupt, but I was looking for it.
Boss Man D-Lo, Some Odd None.
Oh yeah, man, I love me some Boss Man
Little Some
D-Lo.
Odd None.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think he
we
was
listened to
playing
it a
it.
little bit. Yeah,
Yeah, he was playing it like I had already pressed play.
typical D-Lo. It got a different little beat though, different little cadence to it. You know.
It low key sound the same.
It's D-Lo.
It's
You know,
D-Lo.
Big Za. You know how it's gonna go.
I don't even think did we introduce the plug?
We just talking.
We were just talking.
We did kind of. I think I plugged it in there.
Yeah. Man, let's go ahead and flow right in there to the outlet, man. This is where we get into like discuss views, thoughts, and like have like deep like discussions about different things going on within our society. But first and foremost, let's not get there first. That's a lot. So there's been a lot going on. I think I'm not sure if I sent you the clip, but there's been a lot going on with like diversity, inclusion, and affirmative action, right? Mm-hmm. The problem in our like as far as like them cutting back on like different like things with diversity and inclusion, as far as just like with Target, different schools within Charlotte. I wanted to ask you.
Really around the world?
Around the world.
Cut funding.
And if you don't cut the funding or the promotion of DEI, Trump, we're talking about President Trump here. He's getting to a point where he's starting to slash a lot of like funding for these schools and companies and different things within the government. The one thing that we didn't talk about last week also is the fact that he's cutting like a bunch of different jobs within the IRS. Mm-hmm. So I know
he had to hire some of those people back though. I feel like I read that.
He legit like they accidentally fired people that were essential within the like roles.
I'm saying just doing shit.
Yeah.
Just doing shit. You don't even know what you're doing.
So I wanted to ask you this question. Do you feel like diversity, equity, and inclusion, is it important?
Yes.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because how are we going to be able to get in rooms without it? It's already hard enough, and you have those things in place, right? Mm-hmm. But at least like being able to have the DEI helps. Like, for example, I remember Tabitha Brown was talking about this. Now, she got some flack for this on the back end, but initially just talking about how it's hard for Black people to get their products in Target, for example. Yeah. Right? But because of the DEI, it allowed there to be more opportunity for those things, mm-hmm. So I think in instances like that, yes, it's necessary, And so I think we just going back to just fighting and clawing to get back into some of those conversations and some of those, get back some of those opportunities,
okay. Yeah.
And I feel like it's just frustrating because you feel like you're going in the right direction, right? And then here comes Trump and you see him just, I'm going to strip the minorities of, or what he deems the minorities of all these things to push us backwards.
Right.
Right? From an educational standpoint, mm-hmm. Financial standpoint, all these different things, because they feel the intimidation of what we've been able to do and where we are trending.
Right. Okay.
And I think he's just trying to play God right now. And I don't like that at all. He ain't nothing but the devil.
He ain't nothing but the devil is crazy.
I mean that.
We got to be careful because, he's firing people that talk badly about him in the news.
I don't work for him.
That's fair.
What I'm going to do?
But this is what I'll say about diversity, inclusion, DEI. Like, I think it's important, but I do think that what I've seen, like, working in corporate America, it doesn't necessarily help a lot of Black Americans as mm-hmm. we think it should.
Mm-hmm. Why do you say that?
So, like, when you look at the power structure within, like, when I look at the organizational chart within a lot of our companies, mm-hmm. there's usually a white man at the top, a white woman right below, mm-hmm. and then there's a slew of, like, white men, maybe a white woman here, an Asian here, Indian here, but where the Black person usually always falls? Within like DEI. There's never like a point where, like when I worked at a bank, where he was over anything other than DEI. And I think that's my biggest concern.
Yeah.
Is that like there's nothing wrong with it, because I think that even when I was at Clemson, I was the president of the Minority Business Student Association, right? So we were underrepresented within the College of Business, and we were doing everything we can to push our like students to get internships, to get like a lot of different opportunities that we weren't able to get before initially.
Okay. Come on, President. But see, that's why we need those things. But now he's trying to cut out some of those grants and things that would help some of those programs in those institutions. So then what do you do? Especially at schools that don't have the endowment like a Clemson.
I think that a lot of that comes from if I had to say what the solution would be, I think we need to start supporting our own. I think a lot of times,
you've said that multiple times.
Yeah, I say that we always look for the government or like people that don't look like us to support us in a way that we don't support each other. Like
that's a good point.
Yeah,
that does happen a lot of times.
Because like a lot of HBCUs, like a good bit of HBCUs, I went to HBCU for a year before I dropped out and went to the Navy. That's a whole long story. But what I noticed is that like they have the biggest support at homecoming, but if you look at the statistics, a lot of them don't give back as far as just like giving back money to their like schools. Where at Clemson, literally like we used to call it's called the Wilbur and Ann Powers building. It was the new College of Business building they built right before I graduated. We used to call it WAP. That's funny.
Yikes.
The guy didn't go to school there. I don't think he ever went to school, but he became a billionaire. Worked his ass off. All his kids went to Clemson, and he gives money back to Clemson. So, like, when you see it, what you see at a lot of these white schools, or PWIs, some would say.
That's what they are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they are. A lot of their own give back to the schools where we don't give back to our schools. For some reason, we have this mindset, it's like, all right, and because I had it too. Once we graduate school, we don't ever want to go back. Like, we're just tired of school. It's like, it's a grind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it starts back with like, even though I think that, because I've been having this conversation all week. I don't know if you've seen my like story, like I was like asked a question, but a lot of people were like, it's important. Some were like, I don't think it really supports us the way that we think. I think there's like a little bit of both.
Yeah, you're gonna get some mixed opinions there. And I think in some cases it does help, in some cases it doesn't.
I agree.
So I think it's a little, like I said, it's both, but it just sucks that it seems like everything is being stripped away from the people that we feel like need it the most. Because there's also, a lot of conversation right now around healthcare and education. Taking that stuff, the funding out of the schools where you can't get. You good, bro?
Trying to get comfortable.
I know the couch is kind of like sinking.
It just sink in, don't it?
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling.
Let me just sit up.
No, but it's they're thinking about taking out the funding for underprivileged kids.
Yeah.
To where, how are they going to get lunch during the day? How are they going to be able to go to some of these schools that they're able to go to, whether it be private, charter, or whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't have that type of funding to to keep them there.
Right.
So I think it's going to be interesting how all that plays out if those things go through.
I had this conversation with like it was a woman. Well, it was one woman I was talking to back in like college. She is a teacher. She still is a teacher actually. With at what is that school that's like downtown? The Palmetto State School or something like that in Greenville.
Oh yeah.
So she teaches there. So very smart, very bright. She has her master's. Like I think she might be working there. Like she's a really bright woman, right? And like when we would have different conversations, she would tell me like how she loves her school, but she really wants to help her community. And I think that when I think of DEI, I know I'm kind of like going on a tangent, but I'm just going to stay there. Like I really feel like it doesn't work if like our own are not really supporting like the schools where we are like heavily represented. So like a lot of Title I schools like Tanglewood, or you have like your Carolina high schools back at home. Like a lot of those schools are Title I, they don't get a lot of funding.
Yeah.
But a lot of our people that look like us are at these schools.
Right.
Why
or graduated from them.
Or graduated from there. Why? Like even like shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Hillcrest was low key kind of like hood in its own right.
It's not anymore though.
For real?
Is it? Actually, I don't really know. For real.
But
they've had a lot of renovations and different things going on. So I feel like, from last I've heard, it's kind of moving in a better
different direction.
Yeah.
I guess my question is like, why is I asked her this question. I said, why She was like, I work at a palmetto school because we have better resources, but I really want to help our kids. I really want to be there for our kids. I said, well, why not go to a Title I school? And she froze because she was just like, she didn't want to say it. And I don't know what she was going to say, so I don't want to put words in her mouth. But essentially, like, it's an uphill climb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that, like,
I think if you're somebody that wants to help the community, you have to be okay with going and facing those challenges of what it takes. So it could look like, and this is hard to fathom right now, but
yeah,
in the times that we're living in, but taking less money,
right,
dealing with kids that are gonna really test your patience, because kids don't give a damn these days and what they say and what they do,
right,
you know. And I think you have to be careful. Like, if you're gonna say, all right, I want to help my community and do these things, well, where's the action behind that?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you're gonna do that, well, go do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't just say you're gonna do it. Put the action behind it and make it work. You know, find ways to impact the youth. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, for me, I'm passionate about young people. That's why I work with them every single day
Mm-hmm.
and having conversations with them, not just about sport, but about life.
Right.
You know, like, I had a conversation with my kid. She got in trouble yesterday, or got a phone taken. I'm like, why you get your phone taken? So she's talking to me about it, and so we have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes. Forget the training. Like, let's
really dive
talk
into
about
like you.
this part, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you know, I think a lot of people think, oh, let me just feed them through this, which is a lot of times in sports or whatever, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's an easy way to connect with them.
Right.
But once you got them there and they can trust you and all those kind of things, like, have conversations with them that help them in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like they say, the basketball gonna start bouncing at some point.
Eventually,
You know,
yeah.
you ain't gonna be able to catch that football at some point. And
You
everybody not going Division I or going to, you know, college to play a sport. Like, invest in them and figure out how they can be better when they get to our age, so they're making more of an impact for their generation.
I agree.
You know?
So like that, I think that's where, like, for me, DEI starts and like kind of like needs to go in that direction, in the sense that we have to stop looking for people to save like our youth and save us and actually be that change.
Yeah.
Like for you, for example, like you're going in that direction of like, you know what, I'm not going to allow her to live in her ignorance. I'm going to be that change that she needs in her life.
Yeah.
Cause so she can't ever say that someone didn't try to put me on the right like path and try to like teach me the right way. I think a lot of times with DEI, like within like our like companies, within our schools, like one of the questions I've always asked myself is that we have some of the best athletes in the world, like African Americans do, right? If we were to all make that, I think there was a point in time where Deion Sanders, he was making that move to try to go to a HBCU. And I know Eddie George did it for a while. It was a couple like NFL,
Michael
like
Vick right now.
yeah,
Deshaun
Michael
Jackson
Vick,
right now.
Deshaun Jackson. Like a lot of those guys are really trying to go back to their roots of like, all right, let me try to help our own,
Right.
rather than going to these like already established schools.
Right.
What I noticed is that like there's not a lot of us that start our own. Our best and our brightest,
They can't start their own school.
but we don't start our own companies as well.
Oh.
I'm not saying all of them don't, but some of our best and brightest look for the six-figure paying jobs at a Google, at a Microsoft, at these like Fortune 500 companies, because they know it's like solidified and it's guaranteed.
It takes a lot of work to build your own, though, and it's a lot of risk, you know. And I think it's hard for people, and that's, I guess this may go against what I was saying earlier about kind of facing those challenges. But if, kind of like you say, if more people got together to go in business together, then maybe those things could occur, you know.
Right.
But I think it's hard for Black people even to build those proposals out and take them to somebody and them say yes to this company because they're Black or because they're a minority.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? So they could very well be trying, but they're getting no. So he's like, you know what? At this point, let me just go get this job that I know I'm qualified for, and then maybe after I do that, then maybe I can go back to that plan that I once had. You know what I'm saying? So I think it could be a little bit of that too.
Yeah, I just really want to see us like. I really would love. I'm not sure if we'll see it in our lifetime. Hopefully we do, but I do eventually want to see a prospering Fortune 500 or even Fortune 100 like company that is Black owned. I think that we have the.
There's probably somebody that we just don't know about it.
We don't know about. I'm gonna look that up. Even though it's like The
I think
last
there
day.
is.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
There is a guy, I forgot his name, Robert something. He's like a billionaire of a private equity firm. He's the owner of a private equity firm. He's a billionaire. And he was like I think it was like around the time of like the woke like movement of like the Black Lives Matter movement. He was like giving out a lot of money to like different HBCUs and different stuff like that.
Mm.
I'm not sure if that's a Fortune 100 or a Fortune 500 company. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I do want to see. I want to see us thrive outside of like looking for those like DEI like opportunities, which I don't know if that's like a thing that could happen, but I don't want us to have to depend on. I wish we didn't have to depend on like companies having these type of initiatives to take care of us, you know?
Yeah, I wish we didn't either.
Yeah.
But America made it that way.
Thank you, America.
They made it that way. We've had to fight all our lives. I mean, they enslaved us for a reason, didn't they? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Jesus.
And so now we got to continue to fight because it almost feels like they're trying to make us go back that way.
No,
to some type of segregation or some type of, enslaved dynamic.
I can see that.
You know?
Maybe not enslaved, but I do see that. I think a lot of like what's happening now is there's a lot of division that's going on.
Absolutely.
But I think it's more about the privatization of just like everything in itself. And like one of the biggest things that's taking a hit right now also is like education. Like the Department of Education being defunded.
Right.
Where's that money going to? It's going to those billionaires. Yeah.
Right.
So
but it's like, why do they need more money?
They don't. Like,
give it to the people that need it for a reason. But this is what people wanted, though. They voted him in office. He told you what he was going to do. Mm-hmm. And now y'all like, oh, no. And then some people are like, oh, he's still great. He's killing it. Like, no, he's not. Mm-mm. That's terrible.
I will say that, like, I'm a big component in believing that, like, regardless of if I support his, like, presidency or not, I think that this is the America that, like, everyone needed to see. And what I mean by that is that I would rather deal with someone that's blatantly going to, like, discriminate against me in my face and say the things that he wants to say to my face than someone that I got, like, he could shake my hand and might stab me in my back. You know what I mean? And I think that, like,
I guess he letting us feel it for sure.
Yeah.
Him and Elon.
Yeah.
Who Elon apparently is, vice president, because J.D. Vance, we haven't heard shit from him.
He ain't heard from J.D. Vance.
I mean, I don't know what to say about that, but anyway.
Now, this is what I will say,
it's
man.
A hot mess over
this is what I will say. I don't know if we're going to bring this all together, but I do believe this. I think that at the end of the day, these next 4 years is going to be very telling for Black America, as far as like with the push, like with the what they're doing with DEI, the defunding of education, the defunding of different grants that we depend on. If I continue to see, and I say this for like with all my heart, and then we can get off of this because this is a little heavy. In the next 4 years, if like we don't make a move to like become more self-sufficient in our country and not be as big of consumers as we are, and we're still in the club buying a bunch of bottles, sections, doing the things that we've been doing and not trying to build our community, I think we're lost. At that point, I think all hope is lost. Because at what point would we really get a kick in the ass to get on our shit? You would think that President Trump being in office, this would give us that like motivation to actually say, you know what, it's time for us to like pick up our community.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're only 2 months in, so hopefully something. That's what's crazy. We are 2 months in, and this is all that we're facing. Like, it is some stressful times out here to be 2 months into this pregnancy, this presidency.
Pregnancy. It feel like it.
Right. Golly.
I know, like, this is a little heavy, man, but I really do think that, like, sometimes the outlet we need to talk about, on the Plugged In podcast, we do need to have those conversations about politics. A lot of us young Black professionals don't have, like, conversations about politics. I know last time we had a conversation, we almost went to sleep. It was dry, but I do think that these conversations are important.
You like these conversations. I almost went to sleep.
That's why I said we. I didn't want to call you out.
Oh, it's okay. You can tell like a TIE is, my boy.
What episode was that? Hey, just go look at that episode.
Yeah, one of them earlier ones.
Nah.
I can't remember what episode.
But man, we're gonna slide up out of the we go unplug from the outlet, man. Let's go ahead off the grid.
I'm just thinking about it because I'm like, I wonder if you like. I went back and was like, if I zoom in, or like, can you even tell that my eyes was like damn near crossed?
You were like,
nah, I was not that bad.
Nah, you were bad.
I was not. I was like, you get your shit off.
We're gonna clip it up.
Nah, I was like, you get your shit off though.
Nah, you really did. You let me cook. You actually did better this time. Like you was like, yeah.
I gave some feedback.
Yeah, Nick.
I'm here for the people. Yeah. All right. Now, some things that I actually really want to discuss. That's a little lighter. Not so stressful. Doesn't make my head or my heart hurt.
Hey, man, we're just trying to keep you informed. We won't talk about politics tomorrow or next week, hopefully.
Well, we don't know. But that's part of being plugged in. We're plugged into all things.
All things.
So
little versatility, you know. But, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it, man. I've been watching the NFL Combine the last 2 days.
I saw a couple clips. I haven't watched it, but I did see my South Carolina boys doing some good things, so we love that.
I seen a couple boys from Clemson, you know, Barrett Carter, R.J. Mickens, you know, they've been doing their thing out there. But, man, I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm really waiting for tomorrow. That's when the quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers go. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting on that boy Shadur. He
said he's not competing in anything.
Yeah, but he's still there.
Yeah, he already been talking, though.
Yeah, he's been talking, doing interviews.
I like what he's saying in his interviews. He seems very confident, which you never have to question that with him anyway, but he just, you know, very sure of himself and what he's going to be able to bring to a franchise. And I pray that he lives those things out and that he gets to go to a good organization that's going to take care of him and going to believe in him and give him the keys.
No, facts. One thing he did say that I really love is that he was just like, you know, everything I've done is proven. It's written. Like when I was at Jackson State, I won. When I was at Colorado, we turned that around. He said, everywhere I go, he said, if you're not about winning and changing the culture, don't draft me.
I love that. I just got chills. I read that earlier, but I thought that was tremendous. Yeah. That's a hell of a way to sell yourself.
Nah, facts. And I just love the fact that like the top two quarterbacks right now, off rip, are two black quarterbacks.
Yeah, and they're good friends.
And they're almost like brothers.
Because you already know the league is going to pin them against each other. It's going to be another like C.J. Stroud versus Bryce Young type of thing. And so I hope that they can remain good friends like that. That'd be really dope.
I think I watched their well off, like, you know, Deion Sanders Jr., he has like his own little
YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube channel, yeah. I watched that, man, and like they train. I watched like a 30-minute video of them just training together, like bantering like they were brothers, like just talking a whole bunch of shit, but laughing, joking, but also like working hard. So regardless of what the media tries to do, I hope they stay true to like don't let the money change them. I mean, them boys already making money.
They're already making that money.
Yeah, so
isn't that crazy? Like some of them could make more in college than they would a rookie contract. But
man, who you telling? If I could have it my way, man, I would grow up in this era, go to JUCO for 2 years, then have my 4 years of eligibility, make a whole bunch of money off NIL.
Cook insane, bro.
Go crazy.
Man, be living right.
Hold on. This nigga just called me, man. He gonna fuck it up. Oh, he didn't fuck it up. Somebody called, man.
Did you put your phone on Do Not Disturb?
I didn't.
Slack.
Fucked it up. Nah, it's still going though. We good. I got a little nervous.
I see that.
But yeah, tomorrow is gonna be like a big day. There's actually a kid, like random thought. We'll go into WNBA, women's basketball after this. But Isaiah Bond from Texas, he's already saying that he's gonna run like a 4.1. Say he's gonna break the record. Say he's gonna break the record. So we're gonna see Isaiah.
Yeah, I read that. Now that you say that, but he runs tomorrow.
Yeah, he runs tomorrow. Bro's very confident. Bro was like very much like, I'm gonna break the record. Like I'm either gonna run a 4.20 or a 4.1. Like it's already done. See my boy. Very convinced.
I want to see the mechanics.
I love the conviction.
Me too. Okay, we'll see.
Just warm up them hamstrings, my boy.
Right, that part.
Warm them up.
God. Well, in other news though, women's basketball has been ridiculous this week. So many losses, so many things shaking up as we get closer and closer to March Madness. So, man, where do I start? I don't know. Notre Dame lost on Sunday to NC State, which people thought it'd be cakewalk for Notre Dame.
I did.
And I was talking to somebody, I'm like, nah, like, it might go either way. NC State might get them because Notre Dame had won like 18, 19 games straight.
Yeah.
They about due for one. And for me, I'd rather lose now than lose in the tournament, like lose in the ACC tournament, or lose in March Madness. Let's fix some things now. Let's get humble now.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, they lost to NC State, and just like when they lost early in the year, they went ahead and lost again. Yesterday,
lost again.
Yeah, they went and lost again yesterday to Florida State. Which Florida State is slept on, man. They got a kid, Latin. That girl is like that. I think she's already scored 2,000 points, and she's a sophomore.
Damn.
Yeah, she's a killer. People don't talk about them enough as a team. Obviously, yes. People don't talk about them enough because as a team, they're not as good, but they are tremendous. And or not tremendous. That kid is tremendous.
Yeah.
So she gets it done for him. But anyway, so Notre Dame, they took their one on the chin, but I look forward to them being able to bounce back and then make a run in the tournament. So we'll see.
Man, you know, I'm still running with my girls, man. Olivia Miles. Oh.
Man, you struggling over here today.
Man, and I'm sweating over here.
Golly.
It's like 73 degrees in here.
Get your shit together.
Nah, man. You got to keep it how it is, man. You got to live in your truth.
Nah, you're right.
Hey, Olivia Miles, Hannah Hidalgo. Hey.
Don't forget to talk about Citron. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all don't talk about Citron enough.
Hey.
If Citron didn't make that bucket at the end of regulation, y'all wouldn't have got to overtime against NC State. Now, I will say this. Those three right there, I believe is the best backcourt in college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what they do. I say that, and then they just lost yesterday. But I do believe that, like from a skill standpoint and just how well they play together, that is the best backcourt in women's college basketball right now.
I will say that, you know, the great state losses, you know, USC took some losses last week. You know, the great team of this week, Notre Dame, is taking their losses. Don't worry, we're gonna bounce back.
Well,
hold on.
LSU also lost.
Where's my phone? I need to call Hannah real quick. Let her know to lock in.
Get out of here. LSU also lost. Tennessee. Who else? Jesus.
Oh,
UNC lost too.
They got tossed up in the air yesterday.
By Duke. And Duke.
Body slam.
Duke, you never know what you're going to get from them. So at the end of the day, when you think about it, you're like, a couple weeks ago, I think a lot of people would have said Notre Dame or UCLA is going to win the national championship.
Right.
Hell, about a month ago, you would have thought South Carolina was going to win it.
Who's your...
Fast forward to right now.
Let's talk about
We don't know who the hell going to win it.
Yeah, we do.
Who?
Them Fighting Irish.
Okay, bro. We'll see. Irish. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I thought they were too, but now I'm not too sure what any of them got going on.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Last year, it was easier to bet on these teams in March Madness. I'm not putting a dime on these girls.
Yeah, man. I thought I was going to get back on FanDuel come conference tournament time and March Madness. I'm probably going to stay out for there.
Yeah, not doing it this year.
I'll do a bracket, but that's about it because it's a lot of parity going on right now, which you love it because it's going to be some upsets. It's going to be some great storylines that come to pass here in the tournaments and in March Madness. So we'll see.
Oh, we need to shout out your girl from USC. She got her first triple-double.
Oh, yeah, Chloe Keats.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her. First triple-double since Aaliyah Boston got one in 2021, I think it was. So.
Is she the rising star?
I mean, she's been hooping.
She has?
Yeah. I mean, she's had some moments where she kind of went a little ghost, but for the most part, she's been hooping all year for them. She's probably been one of the most, if not the most consistent person on that roster.
Okay.
So, excited for her, but collectively, they just still need to continue to get back on the right track and play better. So, they keep talking like they're in a different mindset. So, we're going to see when the bright lights come on, and they got to, get it done and bond secure in Greenville in a couple weeks.
Ashley Watkins not coming back?
It's done for ACL. Done out for the year. Stay.
It's gonna be tough.
It's
gonna be tough to make a run.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough for everybody. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be tough for everybody. I'm excited though. I cannot wait. I'm thinking about going to the SEC tournament, so I might do that. We'll see. It's gonna be fun.
Whew. Don't worry. I think Hannah, Olivia, what's the last
How do we
one?
get back to Notre Dame?
My fault. I just love those girls, man. I really believe they're gonna take it all.
They could.
Juju might.
They have the team to do it. No, Southern Cal's definitely not doing it.
It's over with?
I don't think they're gonna get to the national championship game. I think
they get Elite Eight, Final Four.
I don't know if they get to the Final Four.
It's that bad? What's going
It's some good
on?
teams. UConn's playing better. They got AZ Flood. They're feeling more healthy. They're gaining more confidence.
Okay.
UCLA, you still have to worry about them. I don't care that they took a loss. Like, they still have Lauren Betts. Their offense is tremendous in what they run. Then you got Notre Dame and how they are offensively and defensively.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina. I mean, Texas, hell. Texas defense is smothering.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure things out offensively and have done pretty good with that. You know, even when Madison Booker isn't playing well. So it's going to be tough. And then obviously got to talk about LSU. I didn't even bring up LSU. You see what I'm saying?
It's a lot of teams in the W right now.
But at the end of the day, in Juju we trust because she can hoop. So I'm going to cheer for her no matter what, unless she's going against South Carolina. I can cheer for anybody.
Yeah.
But when they play against my squad, I'm not cheering.
I might just go points. You know, I think regardless of whatever game she plays, she's going to at least score 25.
She should.
That's going to be my bet. 25, over 25 every game in the March Madness.
Yeah, that's simple. Easy math. Unrivaled is back on tonight.
Yep.
We just got done watching that. I think Vinyl got the win over the Laces.
Yeah. Phantom. Yeah, the TV turned on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Got a mind of his own.
I don't know what happened.
We talking about Trump. He in the house.
Told you got to be careful what you
shit.
said.
No, but the Owls finally lost last week, but then we're able to bounce back, and there was a lot of noise being talked about after they took a loss. The Roses beat them, and they were talking junk. They were doing the little owl stuff and saying, "Ooh, you know, the hoodoo," all that kind of stuff. And then Skylar Diggins and them, they won the next day, and they were like, "At the end of the day, we the face of the league. They might give a damn about what y'all talking about. Y'all still got to go through us." And she's not wrong. She said they've been carrying the league, and she's definitely not wrong. They're the face of the league. They've been carrying the league. The Owls is like that.
Are they the front runner? I assume.
Yeah. They've only lost one game, and that was to Rose. So, I mean, we'll see. It's been some good little back and forth. I like it. Some money on the line.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been missing out on the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you slacking, my boy.
I've been missing out on the last 2 weeks. I'm not gonna lie though. I have seen a lot of, like, when we speak of the face, I've seen a lot of Angel Reese lately. Like, as far as just like on social media, her going for 20 for 20, 20 rebounds, 20 points.
Yeah, she's been playing better.
Yeah.
She's been playing better. She's been in the gym with Lisa Leslie. And
I've seen that.
Just being in an environment with a bunch of great players, I think her game is growing. She's trying to figure it out. And you can see her finishing a little bit better and finishing a little bit differently, just with her touch and stuff like that. At times, it still takes, some work to get that done. But she's going to get there. She's going to be better, though. She's going to be better.
I'm looking forward to it. I see you came in here with the Angel Reese McDonald's, so.
No, I didn't. Don't tell the people that. No, I didn't. I did not.
Definitely had an Angel Reese bag.
No, I didn't.
With the Angel Reese, like, Sprite. Like, where's your cup at?
Right here.
Where's the cup?
It's nothing about Angel Reese. Oh, shoot, it is.
Yo, are you like, are you good? Like, are we good today?
Yo, I did not know it said that on there. I legit
Came
did.
in here with a whole bag with Angel Reese and the cup.
The bag got Angel Reese on it too?
Yes. Like, you thought I was just talking out my ass?
I got it in the dark. Yes, because you do that.
I do that, but it's facts. Facts.
Not all the time.
We're speaking facts. Like Drake said, facts. When you get to the facts, then we can go back to the beef.
You don't speak facts all the time. So
facts.
I was unaware. I got the food in the dark, in the rush to get over
here. Hey man,
here.
It's okay. We all make mistakes. Sometimes
I didn't
get
the. Well, I'll tell you this. I didn't get the Angel Reese special though.
It looked like it.
I got that Simpsonville special.
He said that Simpsonville special.
That's that. Get that meat, chicken, add cheese, and bacon. You heard?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It looked
okay.
good.
Yeah. It was like that. But they did that. Hey, nice crispy bacon.
But you can't talk about Unrivaled without talking about my girl, Caitlin Clark. She's
not even in Unrivaled. What kind of?
She should be.
What kind of transition was that?
She should be. And now that we're on it, now that we're talking about like Caitlin Clark, how did we get on her? Oh, because you know why? She's playing Brazil in a preseason game with the Fever.
Whoop-de-doo.
And you know where they're playing? Iowa. You know how long it took her to sell out the whole stadium?
How long, Cameron?
40 minutes.
Whoop-de-doo. You know where they got the idea from? The GOAT. The best player in women's basketball. The Asia Wilson of South Carolina, because they did that last year. And what did they do? Also sell it out. I was there.
She has a fire shoe. But when I tell you, we checking for CC to see what she do year 2. Hey, 40 minutes. All it took was 40 minutes. We ain't taking away from the queen, Asia Wilson. But I'm just letting you know, the true princess she's on her way. She's on her way. She gotta be ready. I'm ready. Are you?
I hate this, bro. I hate this so much. It's like, this is what I was talking about earlier, where people hear about Caitlin Clark and there's just one person after another. It's like playing telephone. They're like, oh my gosh, Caitlin Clark is this great player and all this. Because she is great. Don't get me
Caitlin
wrong.
Clark is exciting.
She's exciting. But it's just like, it took her for everybody to come and watch women's basketball. It's crazy to me. When there's been so many great players to come before her.
What is wrong with one player? Like, literally the same thing happened with LeBron. LeBron was the chosen one, and guess what?
It's different with LeBron. His story is phenomenal. He didn't even have his dad present. It was just him and his mom. He got it on his own. He figured it out. Man, that's not the case with Caitlin Clark.
You gotta cry.
She's your typical, like, I'm not even going to say all that.
I'm
not even going to say that.
Typical white
but it's
girl.
like.
Is it because she came from a privileged household that we don't like the story? She's a baller.
She is a baller. I'm not taking that away from her.
I was about to say, like, there's a lot of black. Steph Curry has the same story.
Yeah, I can't stand his little ass either.
What?
There was a kid today came in. My kids know I can't really stand Steph Curry. So he came in today to my Sierra. You saw Steph have 56 last night. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. I had 2 kids come and tell me that today. I'm like, if y'all don't get out my face, I was like, you know what? Don't even train today.
Is he not a GOAT? Is he not a GOAT?
He is one of the best ever.
He's one of.
He's not the GOAT, but one of the best. Yes.
He is a shooting GOAT.
Yeah, he's the best shooter ever. But I can't stand him either. They play similar, so there's that.
I think
you have to. I appreciate their game. Don't get me wrong.
CC is a shot of adrenaline that women's basketball needed.
They're just not my favorites.
It's gonna be her, and it's gonna be Juju. Well, then it's gonna be Paige. Then it's gonna be Juju. I think this crop of
hot take. I don't know. Sorry to cut you off, but I don't want to forget this. Hot take. I don't know that Paige is going to make the biggest splash that people think she's going to make when she gets to WNBA.
Oh, let's talk about it.
I hate to say that. I love Paige, though. I like Paige more than Caitlin.
I know, because she's a part of the culture.
Yeah, but I just...
Because I have a hot take after this. Because
I think Juju is the one that's going to make a more seamless transition.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, when you go back and you have to compare Juju, Caitlin, and Paige, that's what it's gonna be.
You think it's gonna be Juju?
Yeah. Can you unlock the door of the garage?
Yeah. No, I can't.
Yeah.
I really think it's gonna be Caitlin Clark. Yeah. Nah.
He looking slimmer too. I ain't gonna.
He looks a lot slimmer. Yeah. That's that Ozempic.
Get out of here, bro.
Bro, how do you lose that weight in the matter of a week? It's insane.
No, not a week. It's been over time. He got traded before the All-Star break.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Bro, he wasn't that damn big before. Look at his pictures when he was getting off the plane and all other kind of stuff like workouts, whatever. He was not that big that people trying to make it out to be.
He looked a little chunky, but you know.
And also, he eating in L.A. That's a different kind of food from L.A. to Dallas, Texas. I can tell you that.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
So, and he working out with LeBron and all that. That's a different type of regiment. It's not Ozempic.
There's nothing wrong with it though, bro. There's nothing wrong with Ozempic.
All right. I'm not doing this with you. I'm really not.
But nah, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Lakers do. I'm a big LeBron fan. Maybe not as big as you, but I'm curious to see what them boys do. Man, I was actually talking to someone outside today about the Hornets and what they could work on. I was like, I don't know.
Everything.
I was like, I don't know.
Everything.
I can try to give you like what I think, but it don't matter. But you know, we can go and get off basketball because there's this show that we've been watching. Well, she actually put me on last week. I literally finished the first 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Watched the 7th episode. Can't talk about that right now.
You can't talk about that. But I will say this.
What's up? Everything
that I've seen on Twitter or X, whatever y'all want to call it, Instagram, and people just talking to me about it, because I put a lot of people onto it. Mm-hmm. And they were talking to me about it this week. They were like, have you seen episode 7?
Oh,
I haven't.
Goodness.
But they're saying that is the best episode to ever grace the screen.
Everything together. Everything.
Yeah, it says beautifully
it's a
written.
Masterpiece.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I sent you that what was it on Instagram? And you were like, I can't even watch it.
Oh yeah, you did. I didn't swipe through it. No.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's probably like one of the better shows I've ever seen in my life.
That's what they're saying. But what I also found out is the writers and like producers that did This Is Us also did this show. I'm like, that makes so much sense.
I did not know that Sterling is an actual like executive producer for the show.
Yeah, it says it in the credits every episode.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I seen the credits. I didn't know he actually.
So you didn't watch the credits on the first episode?
No.
Oh.
Cause like literally, I have it on my like app, so I just like fast
Oh,
forward.
you just go through.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
See.
Pay attention, my boy.
Relax.
Oh, my fault.
But what do you think about the show? Like, what are your thoughts on like how it's like moving since you've only seen
The first six
episodes?
That's phenomenal.
Like, what do you think
The
is going?
storyline, there's a lot of things. I like it because there's a lot of things that you have to pay attention to. I like shows that keep you engaged like that, where if you miss like 1 or 2 minutes, you miss something.
Right.
You know, like you have to sit there and be locked in on it. You know what I mean?
See that.
And so I think the storyline is great, and just the concept of like how they even came up with that, because it could be a realistic thing that happened. I don't want to give it away, but like
if they ain't seen the first 6 episodes at this point, then they
right. Okay,
yeah,
so
go ahead. Cook.
So there being a catastrophe that happens from the environmental whatever they called it, right? And now
I can't even talk about what it is because you don't know.
Right. Yeah. But then them building an underground city.
Yeah.
Is nuts.
And you know that there are billionaires and a lot of billionaires around the country that's like actually, quote unquote, building like.
That's where they probably got the idea
like
from, because she became a billionaire. Mm-hmm. You know, the richest woman in America, and has this idea because she's trying to save her family because of what she dealt with her son.
Right.
And then she always tries to play victim because she's like, you know what happened to my son? Like everybody has lost someone.
She's very calculated, yeah.
But everybody has lost someone.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think there's just a lot of different things that you can take from it, just in the world itself, and just lessons learned.
I really don't want to talk about like the whole. I don't want to talk about things until
I'm walking out.
I mean, we almost done. No, I'm not gonna talk about it. We'll talk about episode 7 and 8 maybe like next week.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sorry. And then by then, episode 8 will come out. So it'll be done.
That's the last episode?
I think so. Damn. Yeah, I think that's the season finale. I think.
Oh my goodness.
But it's already been renewed for season 2.
It has?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. Yeah. You know, I've been spoiled with certain shows where I think like episodes run like 10. So I was assuming there was gonna be like 10 episodes.
Maybe. I could have sworn I saw that somewhere though.
It might be 8. I don't know.
Yeah, don't give me the line.
You literally like I was watching the Joe Budden podcast. They were talking about it, but I just like kind of skimmed through because I was like, it's not that good. And then you said it was good last week. I was like, all right, let me see. That. Yeah, it's like that.
Everybody's talking about it. And it has like the highest streaming ever on Hulu.
Hulu?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sterling, you did your biggest one with that one, man.
He did. And he's such a great actor. Like you can just feel his emotions, and like he just makes it feel so real.
He almost made me want to go watch
right there.
This Is Us again.
Oh, you should. He did a phenomenal job in that. That's why it makes sense for him to be the main character in this episode. This series.
The series?
Yeah. Because he kind of helped hold that show together with This Is Us, and then he's doing the same thing here. He's phenomenal.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to.
He should be starting to get talked about as one of
the greats,
the best actors right now. I won't say great yet. He has to do some more projects, I think, but.
Because I know they came out with a list of like, for Black History Month, I can't remember who did it. I don't know if it was Complex or whoever, of like top 10. It was like top 10 Black actors.
Mm-hmm. Was he on there?
No.
They're going to change that list next year, I tell you that.
Got to. But I didn't realize there's so many like heavy hitters, like Black
still
actors.
Acting. Yeah.
You got like, Denzel Washington for sure. You got Forrest Whitaker. You got Lawrence Fishburne. You have
Damn. That's old dudes right there.
They
are. They've been around a long time.
Chadwick Boseman would have been like top 10. Like,
sure. Yep.
Rest in peace. I don't think Damson Idris was on there, but he's good. Daniel, the dude from Us. No, Get Out. Was it Get Out? Yeah.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. You don't like him?
He's all right, but I'd take Sterling over him.
No, for sure. Not to mention, I do like the fact that like Sterling is American,
Yeah.
Playing on an American show.
Right.
So.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, this was fun. Another day. Another pod.
Another pod. And this is our 10th. This is our 10th.
Yay!
We made it to 10.
10th episode. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I was gonna have like balloons and shit. We have some over there, but you can't see them.
Bro, It's 10.
You know, those are still the balloons from.
When we get to 50 or something like that, then we can do a little soiree.
What kind of soiree? I'm excited.
We'll talk about it offline.
We're gonna get drunk. Let's drink.
Do a drunk pod. Take an edible.
No. I can't do weed. I'll be here quiet. You like, yo, what's going on? I don't know.
A lot of things.
Not for real.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you guys. Make sure you plug in with us on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube. Until next time. Plug.